Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to another video. Today we have AFK for the win. Now, this is basically battles that were changed because of an AFK in the team or the enemy team. Mostly the enemy team. Otherwise, I'd name it AFK for the loss, I suppose. But this game, I mean, these two games, even though there's an AFK, I'm not taking away the fact that these games are amazing, which is why I show them. Because they're amazing, I don't want to just throw them in the bin because there's an AFK. So that's why I decided to do this AFK for the win series. So it gives me the chance to show how amazing these games actually are. So first up, we have the Afk Ftw. Now this tank is amazing. Played right, or played correctly, you can do some big damage, and I've seen some big damage done in this tank, and this game is no exception. It's a big damage game, but he is going to get pretty lucky. But before he gets lucky, like I have to add, these guys don't know, both of these battles, these guys don't know that there's an AFK in the team. So they're not exactly playing it like there's an AFK. They are thinking it's a 7 versus 7, and I mean, you're just going to see the game. So let's talk about the battle. So it is Winter Malinovka. And so far he's done 1300 damage. His team are losing, and he's using this Conway here for protection from the tanks in front of him. Whilst the M103 has different ideas, and he's just going literally side on, shooting HE at the side of a freaking mouse, and he pays the price. He got what's coming to him, and to be honest, he deserves it. He deserved to die there. So now our guy, 2.2k damage. He is still using this Conway, which is great, and just like the M103, this WZ has different ideas, but he's still, at least he's still there. He's still doing damage, and he's still helping the team. But our guy here is going to ignore the mouse for now, and he's going to use HE at this guy with a nice little ram. Nemesis we're watching, by the way, if you, in case you missed that. So now it is just these two guys versus 4 tanks. Now his last remaining teammate is a one-shot. He needs to clear the mouse as soon as possible and take this opportunity to get the damage whilst the mouse is not looking. But the WZ113 does take care of him. He manages to stay alive and does take care of him. So now it is a 2 versus 3, but his mate is a one-shot. He is pretty low hit points as well, but he can still take a few shots. And it's 2 mediums and a heavy tank left alive. So they have the cap points. They have the cap points, so they're just going to bait these guys out to them because they are by the cap C. Unless these medium tanks could, they could go cap, but they are going to fight because they've seen the hit points and they're thinking, okay, we can win this. It's a 3 versus 2. One of them is a one-shot, but one guy decides to, actually, he's not capping B, he goes through B. So we know that there is another guy on his way. So our guy Nemesis knows that, and you can see him trying to aim at this direction. You can see there, but no one is spotted. The Leopard one is a one-shot, a 1 HE shot, easy kill for both of these tanks. So, but where are the other guys? Where are the other guys? And here is the Peugeot. Nice shot there, nice little snapshot, bit of a low roll, but it does bring him down to sort of hopefully a one-shot if he does manage to get the shot off. And no, he's not a one-shot, but he does bounce. So now both of these tanks are a one-shot. He needs to, hopefully, he doesn't save his not his teammate, but his teammate, but he does take care of the Peugeot. So now it is a 1 versus 2. So technically it's a Kolobanov situation because his guy died before the Peugeot. He needs to take care of this Leopard 1, but there is a Kranwagen somewhere around, but he doesn't know where. He doesn't know if he's here. He doesn't know if he's AFK. Because he's got a kill. He's got a kill, so you're going to think that he's not AFK. He's just being slow somewhere. So up there is the Kranwagen, and no surprise, he's full hit points. Now, I say this every time. I always say this, like, why can't I ever be in a situation like this? If I'm in a situation like this where I've done a decent amount of damage and there's an AFK on the team that is a full hit points, there's usually about 5 of us left alive. So you hardly get any freaking damage. Never ever am I alone against a full hit point heavy tank with 2,000 freaking 2,800 hit points or whatever it is, 2,000, yeah, 2,800 hit points. I'm never, and doing 5k damage before the AFK. It never happens to me. But this guy deserves it. I mean, he played a really good game, and he's already on 4 kills, and now he's just going to spam the HE into the turret. Hopefully he can ammo rack him. That'll be a nice little finish. Can he ammo rack him? Not quite. He's still doing the damage, but he's not quite ammo racking. Even though he's hitting the same part over and over, he just can't ammo rack the guy. But he's now bringing him down to a 1 shot, and he is going to clear him for the final kill. 5 kills, and he only bounced once, but he did a decent amount of damage, 8,438 damage. And as I've said, a nice little Kolobanov. So well done, Nemesis. Don't think you deserve that much damage, but you know, it's nearly 3,000 free damage there. So GG, and you can see the Kranvagen didn't really do anything. He got a kill, but he only managed to get 1 shot out. So GG. But this next game is a crazy battle, an absolute crazy battle, and it is the Chimera. Now, the Chimera is a very, very good tank. It's actually a really, really popular tank. Very popular. It's one of the most played premium tanks in the game, believe it or not. It's a medium tank, but it's basically a heavy tank. It's got nice armor. It's got a nice alpha gun. It's a solid tank. I don't think it's overpowered, but it's a solid tank. Doesn't have the DPM, so you do have to be bear that in mind, that you don't have the DPM, so always have cover because you have that long reload. But when you are in a certain position where you hold down, you can really really hurt the enemy team, and that is what our guy is going to do. I can't quite read the name, but the name doesn't matter. He's going to do a literally fantastic job, and I think it is a little bit unfair to put this in AFK for the win because it's so good. He does so good, but I had to put it in there because the game is changed by an AFK. But the thing with this game is it's not changed by an AFK that has been AFK all battle. I mean, a lot of people, when they get an AFK, usually they're in the enemy spawn and they haven't even started the game. So this is not like that. This is not like that at all. So at the moment, his team is losing. He's got 2 tanks down to the enemy's 1, and he needs to get out of there because there is a lot of red players around that area, and not a lot of green players. They're all dying. So there is the ISU, needs to get away from. Don't really want to be shot from him. And here is the VK168 again with a mega. I mean, these guys have got big hit points, like a big amount of hit points. So if you can find one of these that is not a good player, it is literally a farm fest, and you can just build so much damage up just from these guys. It's funny, especially when they don't know how to play and they can't pen you. You can just farm a lot of damage. So it's now a 2 versus 6. I mean, a 2 versus 6, him and a KV4. I was going to say not the best tanks to have with you for a 2 versus 6, but it is a good tank because it has got armor. It's got armor and it can actually bounce. So going side on to this VK, not a good idea, but he does turn in time to get the bounce. And now these two can work together to clear that guy. Now here comes the guys. Sorry if you do hear noise in the background. My dog is going mental with a sock. Yeah, he's going mental with a sock. What a lovely HE shot there into that T49. That was absolutely crucial to get that shot off, and he almost does 700 damage to that guy. So now goes the KV4, and he is alone against 5 tanks. Currently there is no one AFK, no one. They are all here. All 5 of the teammates or the red team are in this area of the map, but he's still full hit points. He's managed to block 780 hit points, and he gets a nice roll there against the enemy Chimera. So here comes the TDs now. Needs to get out of there, because if he gets hit from one of these TDs, he is soon going to know about it, and he needs to clear this T49. You can see he's got the HE loaded. He does clear him, and that is his 2nd kill, and now a 1 versus 3. But there's a lot of tanks around. There is the WZ in front of him, there's the SU or the ISU behind him, and there's also the FCM. Again, I do apologize for my dog. My dog's going crazy, absolutely crazy over a sock. And at this moment is when that WZ goes AFK. So it's still a fantastic win. You can see him trying to use the HE. He does do a bit of ammo rack damage, brings him down to a one-shot, and now he's just going to... At the minute, I don't think he quite realises, and there's a text, I don't think he quite realises the WZ is an AFK, but he is just focusing this FCM. He needs to clear him, and that is exactly what he does. So 5,200 damage at the minute, and I think he now does actually realise that this guy is AFK. So is he going to shoot him, or is he going to go for the ISU 152? He is going to get a shot on him, but as he gets a shot on him, the ISU does come up. Now, the ISU should be rushing. He should be rushing. God knows what he's actually doing. He's a one-shot. He's a one-shot to this ISU. And he's just making it difficult. He's using the armor. You can see him just... Even there, like, what... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What is this ISU doing? I have no freaking idea. He gets the miss. I mean, he's now going to use the... I mean, the mobility of this tank is not the best, but it's still quick enough to get around this ISU. And now there's nothing... This ISU is stuck on a rock. Like, it's stuck on a rock. And that is absolutely perfect for him. So he is going to take care of him for his 4th kill. And now all he has to deal with is that AFK. But nevertheless, like, I know it's an AFK. It's still such a good battle. Such a good battle. 1 versus 5. And yes, he wins because of an AFK. But, you know, he stuck his ground. He didn't give up. Like I said in my video the other day, don't give up. Like, never give up, because something like this could happen. And it has happened to this guy. And he's just going to go in for the ram. He's got plenty of time. He's just being a bit of a troll here. I mean, nothing against it. He's not putting anyone at risk. And he goes for the ram again. He wants to get the ram kill. Is he going to go for it again? Yes, he is. Oh, come on. One more ram kill and it will be over. Come on. Let's do this. Oh, no. Only 12. 13 hit points left. And the final ram should clear him. Well, the final ram here should clear him. So, GG. 5 kills. He blocks 1,000 damage. So that 1,000 damage was still crucial. And he ends with a whopping 7,395 damage. Absolutely fantastic. So GG. So thank you guys for sending me that in. Again, as I've said, even if it is a 1 versus 5, 1 versus 6, never give up, because, you know, you could clear the guys and you could be left with an AFK. You never know. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Meadsy. Catch you soon. With